So like this, I gotta keep track of dates because
it's in the notes. If you want tracking of dates, I've got you covered. All you have to do is wander into the notes. They're there. I got them even by session. I've got you covered.
Dude, I can't even remember the names of Trist's family in the RP. Okay?
I know, they're at the bottom of our RP.
I keep track of numbers. I failed every math class. I can't.
That's why I've got you. Just go into the Legends of Norvant session notes. I got you. Don't worry about it.
You don't need to do math.
We got the dates.
Right, I love math.
It's how we keep the notes. We got the dates. You don't gotta worry about that. We'll worry about that. You don't gotta worry about it. We'll worry about that.
Cool. Because if the dates ever get mixed up, I'm gonna go, what date is it? And you guys gotta make something up, and whatever you say, that's gonna be it.
You won't have to make it up. We won't have to make it up.
Cool. I actually do believe that because I mean I've seen you specifically, Logan. Like you're like the date not. That's not a good. I did that.
You are the date determiner.
There you go.
Date determiner. Yeah.
Thanks, Ash.
There you go, detective.
Thanks, Ash.
Well, I was gonna say it, and I was like, oh, that's like no longer gonna go over well. At least I don't feel comfortable saying that. So
it used to be grammar. Grammar is the grammar thing, but now it's like if you say that, it's like actually bad because you basically have somebody who is of that type in office.
Basically,
well, because they haven't outright put the like thing on their arm, but they have in fact at least one of them done the salute. So
you sure have.
From here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on one of their penises. But anyway.
It's an area nobody was going to want to look. What are we in? August? September?
Alright.
Yeah.
Ooh, walking day is up in 2 days.
August.
Yes, it is August. We have 2 days left in August. We have today and tomorrow, and then it'll be September. And September 1st is walking day, apparently.
Okay.
But also, there is a link for the notes if you want to go find out what day it is and what session we're on.
Yeah.
Just
or
so
you just or we can just tell you if that's easier. We'll just do that as well. Don't worry about it, Ash.
I was gonna say, Ashara, with what mental energy?
Dude, fucking valid though. Fucking valid.
I just saw the eyes, and I was like, nope.
Great.
I'll tell you. We'll tell you right.
Roll 20. Where did you go? Great, come back.
I have to keep going back and forth on my iPad.
We can
There's a way of.
Gray, would it be easier if we closed you out and one of us can share? Well, I can't share my screen because I got DM shit. Someone else can share their screen, and then you can tell us how to move you.
Well, you can share a specific window. I don't know if you're playing music if you have a second window, if it'll play the music off the other one. But in theory, you also don't have to share the music of your thing that you're sharing. So,
are we just trying to help Gray not have the music, like the video stuff from Roll20? Like, are we trying to show them how to do that, or
just
like,
the map?
What's the share screen for?
This is so that they can see pretty things if they need to.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically the same as what I was doing before.
Okay.
I just don't like have. It's more of a just. I personally don't like not being able to see all of you at once.
You can pop out the us.
Yeah.
Pop out the us?
Well, if you're on a browser, you can. If you're on an iPad, though, you can't.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Can you, on your iPad, because I know I can do it on my phone, can you do side by side?
I don't think so. This is a very old iPad.
Okay.
Well, what we'll do then, Gray, is you're gonna
I'll just
the pretty pictures, and that's fine. Or you can just quickly look, and then so you know what things look like. And then on the one stupid little battle, I will let you know that you need a map. Sound good?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
Yay.
All right. So if I forgot we are fast traveling, so I no longer need the picture of the pretty woods.
Bye, pretty woods.
Okay, so you guys travel for about a day and a half, and you do eventually exit these purple woods to be on more of a deserty, washed out landscape. In the distance seems to be a lot of raggedy tents, a lot of wagons, a lot of, well, like camels, but miniaturized. And a crap ton of noise. Koana, you know this as, yes, the Goblin Camp. The rest of you, this looks like a junkyard.
Yay.
Uh-huh. As you enter, you do see... Why am I so loud? Do I need to talk quieter?
No, my keyboard. It's just I can see myself just flickering green, and I wonder, like, why are you so loud that you are picking up on my mic? Anyways, I'm gonna mute myself, ignore my ass. It's fine.
You are fine. Logan's keyboard is loud too.
It is.
Also up your sensitivity.
It notoriously sounds like a
I'm
typewriter.
sure I could.
Yeah. We've gotten used to it.
I
Yeah.
was doing that for a while, and now I got a quieter keyboard because my other one started breaking anyway.
Go
Dude, I want a quieter keyboard so bad.
I just moved my mic away from where it was before, so
My mic is on my headset. Yeah.
that's a problem.
Well, unfortunately, it's the only one I got. Actually, that's not true. I could do that one, but that one's harder to mute. This one mutes on
No
the
worries, no worries.
Y'all good?
Yes, I did up the sensitivity on my, so we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna
You're
go back
good.
to typing now.
As you enter, you see many heaps of, well, junk, with goblins sitting on blankets with some of their best junk spread across their blanket. One that looks like a very broken and loud keyboard.
Nice.
Rude.
Callouts, man.
You have
Callouts.
your shopping list.
Yes.
You have the goblin shops. What do you do?
I'm assuming that.
Let's go.
Koana has the list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just turned to
Where'd I put
Koana. Just what are we looking for here? I'm gonna keep an eye out for
Sorry, I somehow.
fuckers trying to pickpocket me. I'm just gonna like keep my hands in my pockets.
I have a passive of 18. Somebody's gotta get really sticky fingers to get past me.
That's why the hands
Found
in the
it!
pockets.
Oh my god, why was it hidden? What did Maxis say? Because my brain was preoccupied trying to find the fucking list.
What are we supposed to be looking for here?
So, Atlas needs a lot of things that are very vague on the numbers, but a lot of minimums. But we need at least 3 spell scrolls for wall walking, at least 1 spell scroll of Identify, though more is much more preferred, and then at least 90 feet of Unbreakable Rope, and a lockpicking kit, and gunpowder if we can find it. But it might just be easier if we just move as a group, and just look at the stalls as we're passing. That way, and he looks around at everything that's going on. Might be easier so we don't get lost in this. But
Sakara
Rue will
plastered herself next to. Just plastered herself
Rue
next to
will
Max's and wherever he is.
good.
Oh shoot, I clicked off my screen and I lost Logan. Hang on.
Bye, Logan.
No. Oh,
I lost Logan too, actually.
No, actually,
yeah.
I lost Logan. It's
Bye,
not me.
Logan.
Okay,
Also,
yeah, because I came back and he was just
who's
like
the octopus?
The octopus.
Yeah, in my docs, there's an anonymous Dumbo octopus.
That's me.
Hi.
I was looking to see if you had the shopping list because for some
I do.
reason,
I have it
my notes. I have everything here except for the shopping list. So I was like, I was gonna quickly come and steal them, so I make sure I didn't miss anything.
I made it bright yellow just for you.
Oh, I appreciate you so much.
Now I'm not gonna make it bright yellow. Up, you're gone. Goodbye.
Yep, I'm gonna just steal them, put them in my own document, and there we go. Problem solved.
God, Logan, you can do it. We believe in you. I realized I didn't grab my water bottle while I was up. I'll be right back since he's not here yet. Yes. No, come back. Bad headset.
Did you make it? Are you back?
I don't think so.
It's hard to plaster myself to Max's when Max's can't show his face.
I'm back. What?
It's okay. We're still waiting on
somebody.
What?
That's what I heard when I was coming back in. I heard something about Max is shooting somebody.
This is a monk.
Show
You can
his
literally
face.
only smack things super hard more than once.
You know, fair.
It's okay, we'll wait. Hey, somebody having more technical issues than Gray.
Hey.
Oh, that's true.
Good ball.
Oh, there he goes.
He probably has to like reset his internet like entirely again.
Modem.
Probably.
When I have to do that, because it'll take like 5 fucking minutes. Put the fan in. 'Cause it's
Okay, you guys could possibly get through this so quickly, and I don't have anything planned after.
nice.
So. Well, I don't know. I've had the Goblin Camp. This was literally supposed to be session 2.
Yeah, we didn't get that far very quickly.
I mean, to be fair, of our sessions, only 2 of them I think were like actual full sessions because then we
One of
ran
them.
into a bunch of Well, I mean, one of them we got like a full hour and a half in, I think.
Yeah, that was the day that I was still not doing.
One was
super great.
an hour and a half. Well, yeah, no, one was an hour and a half. The other one was. How long was last week's? Because it wasn't very.
It was about
An hour.
maybe just under.
Maybe. And then
although
the
our
first one that we
session
had.
was like 4 hours long.
Yeah, that's usually how they are.
Yeah, no, we will no longer have 8-hour sessions. I can't. I will die.
We do 4. We just do 4.
It's totally fair.
I can try.
Okay,
Welcome back.
I've
back?
got my phone, and
We got
that's what we're
audio.
using.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, I don't have my character sheet now
Oh no!
because it's on my computer.
All right.
Wait, I'm a genius.
Excellent.
I was gonna say,
phone
I
has
think
one
I
too.
have yours.
Keep it on your Google Drive, cause.
Yep, my phone's got my character sheet.
Very
Yeah.
All right, we can continue.
Okay. I believe Maxis had asked a question.
Yes. What are we looking for? You started to list things, and then I got something in my ears. So. You'll repeat this.
Shit start getting weird. On a little right. We're looking for at least 3 spell scrolls of wall walking. At minimum, 1 spell scroll of identify. But Atlas wants more. As many as we can get our hands on.
Oui.
At least 90 feet of unbreakable rope, and then a lock-picking kit, and gunpowder if we can find it.
Is unbreakable rope not just chain? Or is it like a magic item?
I think it's just a magic item.
Okay.
It says unbreakable rope. I'm gonna go with the unbreakable rope part. I don't know if the chain counts or not. So we can bring 90 feet of chain and let him decide.
Well, that is what I thought of right away. But we can just look for these scrolls and such. Considering that it is scrolls, and he looks at all of the junk around him. Do you really think that we are going to find that here?
Oh yeah. We might just have to scavenge a little bit better. But yeah, no, you'd be surprised at what you find in these piles. He like looks around.
A goblin begins to walk up to you, and he's just like, "So, I could not help but overhearing, but you are looking for unbreakable rope."
Oui. Do you have some?
Yes, Zoblin has many unbreakable ropes. Come, and he shows you to his blanket, which is only like 10 feet to your left, to the party's left.
Now, is there string on his blanket?
String?
Is it just string? I'm expecting just string, and he's like unbreakable.
Getting there.
You're jumping ahead of the DM. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let the DM describe the thing.
So on the blanket, there is string braided into long ropes. There is the traditional like sailor's ropes, and there is chains, along with an assortment of other junk. He picks up the regular rope of overhearing your conversation of you're not looking for chains. And he presents you this rope that you would use for, like, on ships. I say that for players. I think only 2 of you know what the ocean is. And he's like, this is the best unbreakable rope you will find in all of Goblin Camp. Nothing can break it, not even scissors.
Koana has identify as a ritual spell.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks to what he has, it doesn't take 10 minutes, it takes 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Do you need us to distract? Do you need us to distract him for 1 minute?
I don't think
because
I'd be able to do a full ritual in front of the goblin and not be noticed.
Yeah.
For 11 minutes.
No, it's just 1 minute, because the warlock, I have fancy shit that lets me do shit faster. So it's just 1 minute.
When did you triple class into warlock?
I didn't.
Did I
Wizard? Sorry, I meant wizard. I'm doing special shit.
Maybe later, but not right now. Because warlock and clerics come with
patrons
things.
You add that too. Wizard.
I don't know what I am. We would have had some sort of conversation, like on the 2 days or whatever, about like, all right, when we get there, this is how we're gonna do things. Like, did that happen? Are we gonna say that happened?
How responsible was Koana?
I honestly, Koana would just been like, we walk in, we find what they've got, see what needs to be bartered, and figure out how to get what needs to be bartered to barter other things.
All right, sounds good. Then we do not know about your magical abilities, so he's just gonna be like, okay, like, what makes this a magical unbreaking rope?
Well, you see, it is intertwined with oh my god, I just lost the word for it. Okay, you guys remember the word for those dish, it's like the metal sponges for dishes.
Steel wool.
Yeah, steel wool. Yeah. Thank you. It is intertwined with steel wool, so it will not unfray and snap. It also cannot be cut by sharp objects. It is unbreakable.
So it is not magical?
Why do you need magic when you have science?
I just assume because like if I wanted unbreakable rope that isn't magic, I would just take a chain, right? And he looks at everybody else, just like, right?
You can't, because chains do not tie. They do not fasten to everything, and then you would have to have the proper equipment to lock it onto something. And we do not want to lock things. What if you lose the key? Then you're going to lose the chain because it's going to be stuck to whatever you locked it to. But rope is what you want. And this is unbreakable rope. So you can untie it if you choose to. So therefore you will not be stuck. But you can also choose to tie it wherever you want. And it will tie, unlike the chain. And chains get...
Rue is going to interrupt at this point and say, all right, we're looking for unbreakable rope, not steel rope. Do you have any actual unbreakable rope?
Is unbreakable rope not rope that does not break?
He'll cross his arms and look at Koana and be like, I don't think that this is what Atlas is looking for. Am I correct?
Koana just goes, I don't
You all really needed to ask more questions.
Yeah, we did. Dude, that is not what I wanted. Discord, fucking fight me. No, with that attitude, I won't. Dude, agreed though. I fucking
Question: is Logan black for everyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
He has become
Logan,
a black man.
can you hear us? That's not what I meant.
I also can't hear him.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Logan?
his box is green.
Logan, if you can hear us, shit's
He's
not working
probably
again.
swearing unstoppably right now.
Right.
Oh, there's a message.
One of these days, we will have a full D&D session. Oh, wait. I see
Give me a
picture.
second.
Or...
You need a second, Gray?
back?
No, that was reading Logan's message of "Give me a second."
Oh no, I was literally reading.
Okay. No, you get no second.
Hey, sound! Welcome back.
Had to completely reset, which means all of my stuff had to be assigned. So like my camera went straight to my streaming device and all this other stuff. So I had to really reconfigure all of my jazz. So we're here now.
Okay, welcome back.
Looks at Rue. I do not know if this is what he's looking for. I did not want to I don't know. What are we looking for? Looks at Kawana.
That, if he's looking for a lot of magic spell scrolls and stuff, wouldn't he be looking for more magic, like rope, as opposed to real normal rope?
Yeah, this seems like something that could be made in Anamoya. I don't think we have to travel all the way to Goblin Town to find something like that.
Like that, you say? Like that? This is prime steel wool rope. You do not just make it in town because you're bored. No, this requires blood and tears and sweat and my Aunt JoJo's left foot.
Mr. Goblin, would you let us test it then, if it's unbreakable?
Absolutely.
Did you just say your Aunt Jojo lost a foot trying to make this?
Because you think steel wool just appears?
I did not know it was made of foot.
No, it is not made of foot. Don't worry. No limbs are inside of this rope. It just took my Aunt JoJo's left foot.
While they're continuing this conversation, he gave me the okay to test the rope. Can I go to, like, the very edge of the rope, like, where the end is, and then just, like, take one of the daggers that was given to me and try and, like, slice through the end of the rope?
Yes, you can. Give me either an athletics or strength.
Oh.
I'm gonna look around for Aunt JoJo.
Athletics is strength.
A one-footed goblin.
That's if you had a bonus to athletics, you can use the bonus to athletics.
All right, Max, just roll me your perception.
Perfect.
Nice.
Middle of the road. But I got a 16. 16 to look for a single-footed goblin.
You don't see a single-footed goblin, but on the blanket seems to be a severed goblin foot with painted red toenails.
I'm gonna point. Wait, is it a left foot or a right foot?
It is a whatever foot I said earlier.
Alright, so I'm gonna point.
That's a 14 to slice through the... Try and slice through the...
Rope.
Steel wool.
So are you going like this, or are you stabbing it?
I think what she was going to try and do was, I mean, I feel like the stab is more fun. Just, like, stabbing it straight down, like, into the rope to see if it just, like, cuts into the dirt. Like, goes through.
So it goes through the hairs of the rope, but it stops halfway down as it hits something, like, harder, and even when you pull it back up, nothing is frayed.
So it didn't cut any of the actual rope part at all.
No.
I'm gonna do it a few more times!
Is this your Aunt JoJo's foot?
I'm like, wait,
yes.
it didn't.
We cannot let good limbs go to waste.
What do you know?
And it is proof it is not in the rope.
I do not know. Those are not two things that are connected. No, I did not see that the rope cut off the foot or anything like that. But I am curious now. What are you using a foot for?
I am selling the foot.
For what?
I don't know, that's your business.
I am not looking to buy a foot.
16. All right, once again, you drive your dagger through the rope multiple times. And each time it goes through the hairs, You pull it back up, and nothing's frayed.
I think this is more unbreakable than we thought.
Just looking at the rope, still not broken.
Are you stabbing it or slicing it? What are you doing? He's been so focused on this foot that he is not paying attention at all to what Socorro's been doing.
I feel like I left I think that the last time I'm just gonna kind of like leave the knife there for a minute, just be like.
While everybody is entertaining themselves with the goblin and the rope, Kawana is gonna cast Identify on this rope.
Yay!
Okay. So, true to the goblin's word, this is a steel wool rope with a nice little illusion spell cast over it.
Cool.
Did you try to slice it?
Do you want to try?
I don't.
It just walks over.
Oh God, my brain is not up for haggling. It's fine.
But it's not this is not the rope you're looking for, basically.
Pretty much. Kawana pats Koro's head as he gets up, and looks to Maxis and goes, "You can have fun, but it's not what we need." And then walks over to Rue and goes, actually, I don't even know if Kawana would know about that.
Roll, what are you trying to know?
Yeah.
If Rue would know what the fuck a lock-picking kit would look like.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to ask.
Without asking. So he's gonna walk up to Rue as the other two are entertaining themselves with this rope. And he's gonna ask, do you know what a lock-picking kit looks like? By chance.
Bruce scoffs and says, of course I do.
Cool.
Rue, you have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not calling that, though.
Yeah, you're good.
I wasn't sure if you remembered you had it.
Yeah, no, I had my inventory page open. I was like, wait,
nice.
I have one of those, right?
Kawana will nod and he'll go, cool. While we're walking around, do you mind keeping an eye out for a lockpicking kit? I can keep my eyes out on the scrolls. The rope's going to be... And he looks down at the rope that's trying to be sold to us. Interesting.
I'm gonna pull out my chakram, which does slashing damage. And can I argue to use my dex since it's a dex-based weapon?
No. Hang on, I'm trying to remember how steel wool works. You know what? Sure, we're not gonna use science.
Fuck science.
Fuck science.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to cut it with my slashing, with a slashing motion. That is a natural 20 for a 27.
Fuck, dude.
So I will also say, as somebody who has a literal steel wool in their kitchen right now, it can in fact be pierced by cat mouth. So I feel like a dagger done just right probably could cut steel wool.
Did we all miss the part where there was the illusion spell over it?
Oh no.
No.
I'm aware of that.
However,
Maxis doesn't
illusion
know.
cannot make the split part of the rope go back if you're holding one side, maybe, unless it suddenly looks longer.
Are you holding one side, or is this on the like? How are you guys holding this?
Well,
So I'm assuming to get taught. To get taught and everything, I'd have like Socorro hold like the end, and then I'm gonna just like do a small slice at the like hold it taut on the other side. Just.
But only within like that last foot or so, because I'm not
I'm
trying
not
to do
in the
this to
middle.
ruin this guy's like thing if we fuck it up. I'm like, I'm gonna use as little amount of rope as I can to like try and prove a point. And
Yeah, so
Okay, so your chakram goes right through with some resistance, though. And you just hear this goblin go, "Oh, my rope!" And he comes running over, and he looks at you, Maxis, and he goes, "You must pay for the part of the rope that you broke."
I'm going to spin my chakram on my hand, like on my finger, and hold the other one and be like, "You told me that this was unbreakable rope, and
yes, but you cut
then
my
you also."
rope.
Then you also told us that we could test it because you were so confident in it. You did not mention anywhere in that discussion that if we break it, we buy it. So, unfortunately for you, sir, and then he's going to put the chakram down, I will not be paying for that portion of the rope.
What's your passive?
My passive... Perception? Wait,
Perception.
What?
If I ask for a passive, it will only ever be perception.
Okay, yeah, 16 for my passive perception.
Sakura's already trying to tie it back together.
Thank you. Nice. Good to know.
If...
He takes the rope pieces from you and goes, "Very well." And he waddles his butt back to his blanket.
As he waddles away, I'm like, if you wanted us to like pay for it, you just had to say it. If you break it, you buy it. That is a very common expression, I believe.
He just kind of like waves you off and goes, "No, it is fine." And he goes, "Right now, for limited time, only miniature rope," and holds up the 1 foot of rope.
Nice.
This guy is a genius.
Just roll a d4.
A D4? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. What
I got a 1.
do?
All right, the first thing in your inventory list is now gone.
Oh no.
A cup.
Yep, you are missing a cup.
I have one more thing in my inventory list, being my clothes.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
While
All
all
right.
of that was going on, Rue will turn to Koana and go, "Yeah, I agree that you and the monk should probably be the ones looking for the magical scrolls. I don't have any experience with that kind of stuff. The lockpicking kit, that's easy. Leave that one to me. The rope," and then he'll look over as that's all going on.
Koana will ask, do you have any experience with gunpowder?
I don't think he would.
No,
Oh, no.
not you.
Nah, we didn't have that kind of a technology where I came from.
Did Trist come with us?
Yes, they did.
Perfect. I was gonna fucking see if Trist is there.
Yep, and they're just laughing at all of this. They haven't said anything.
Perfect.
But they are just sitting here snickering at all of you because this is absolutely ridiculous to them.
Koana's gonna wander over. He's gonna go. 2 questions. 1, do you know what an unbreakable rope is? And how to identify it without
Breaking.
all of that?
She's gonna look and go, "Look, not that I'm gonna condone outright lying from the goblin, but I'm pretty sure if we're going down into a pit, we just want a rope that's not gonna fray and snap. Right?"
Sure. Second question. Have you ever interacted with gunpowder?
They kind of get this look and go, "Yeah."
Cool. Atlas wants some gunpowder. So, you're on gunpowder duty. Turns through. You're on lockpicking kit duty. Looks to Sakura. And to Maxis. You 2 pick a buddy. He gestures to the 3 of them.
We cannot, looks at Sakura. Do you want to go with Rue?
Hold on. I need to roll to see if she recognizes, because she's had like questions and preferences asked by Maxis before that she's answered, but this is like a different sort of situation for her. So she'll just sort of nod and like move
I was taking notes
towards Rue, sort of like assuming that was more of a you should go with Rue.
No.
If you need anything,
still smiles with it.
do you remember the that call that you made in one of the shows? And then he's going to like try to mimic just like one of the bird calls that Socorro makes. He's like, I'm not good at it, but it's like a. I'm not good at it, but you know the one, right?
She'll just let off like a louder like.
If you need anything, just make that sound and I'll come running.
Triss will look at you, Maxis, and go, look, we all know I don't need a babysitter. If you want to go Socorro, just go. I'm fine.
We were told to split up. I did not.
Just a look from Kiwana to Triss going, you're not the one that needed the babysitter, but you know, it's fine.
Dude, you'll still have a babysitter. You'll have Rue.
Anyways, Maxis was saying something.
Maxis was like, that's fine. I'm just saying you don't have to come with me if you don't want to. I get it. You guys, just found each other again, and last time you split up, things
and
didn't go
Kiwana jumps in and goes, we're not splitting up. Let me make that clear. I wanted you guys to have a buddy. I'm somewhere in there, so if Triss doesn't want to be your buddy, then I guess I'm default? Just giving a look at Triss going, I guess.
Looking at you like, what are you?
I don't. Anyways. Mostly because you're going to help find the item that the rest of us are going to be looking for.
So it would be better to have more eyes with different people? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, so Triss is going to be looking for gunpowder.
Okay.
Rue is going to be looking for Thieves Toolkit. It's my brain.
Lock-picking kit.
That one! I don't know what the word is.
It's okay.
Lock-picking
Sure.
click.
Of
It's
course.
okay. I'm here and I know words.
Of course.
Inside. And I'll be looking for spell scrolls, and somewhere in there we'll find a rope. And since you two, and he kind of like just becomes a little bit more gentler as he's talking. And since you two seem to be less experienced in a lot of this, I figured it would be a great way for you guys to learn. Just without all of it at once, it's more one item at a time sort of thing. And also, yes, more eyes on specific items, but that also requires whoever you partner up with to know the item well enough to describe it to you on what you're looking for, how to distinguish it from other things that might look like it.
And hey, all I'm saying is we barely can remember the whole list between the 5 of us. If we're all searching for just one item, it's going to be a lot simpler.
Oh no, Ashley, come back!
Ashley, I had to blow my nose and I'm coughing up a storm, so give me a second. My camera's just going to be off for just 1 second, but I'm still
I panicked. I was like, no, DM left!
I believe if that is the case, it would not be good to put 3 people looking for one item.
If you're
Socorro?
looking for magic, though, I don't. I mean, Maxis, do you even use magic other than?
I have absolutely. I use a little bit, and then he's going to like toss up some some of the sunflower seeds that he's been eating as they've been traveling. Oh, those are in my inventory too. They're just at the bottom of the list.
Excellent.
Forgot to add that. And he's like, I can use these to do certain plants.
Wait, did you
nature,
reach into
nature
your
growth.
bag for those seeds?
Yeah, absolutely, I did.
Cool. Roll perception.
Okay. That is not good. It is a 10.
I mean, like, it's your own cup. You do realize your cup is missing. You don't see where it is, but it's gone.
Maxis is like, he finishes talking, puts the seeds back, and then starts patting his pants and everything. And then he's just gonna start looking around. He's like, well, if it is magic based, it would probably be good for Socorro to go with the magic. I can go with Rue if we are looking for something like that. I don't know the like, and looks at Triss. Gunpowder, is that like the stuff for the effects and stuff.
Also, can I ask, have we kind of like moved just slightly away from the goblin we were standing beside this whole time? Because that would be really funny if we were just standing talking like this.
We're just standing there.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
It might be like a whole step, but yes, Koana would have migrated a little bit away from it.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Triss will answer you, Master goes, it's the thing that made your guys' cannons.
Yeah, I would prefer to go look for the lockpicking stuff then. If that
Max,
is okay.
have you shared with Triss your particular phobia?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just be like, yeah, you're not coming with me.
Yes, that is a good idea, Trist. Absolutely. But before we go, and he's just going to start walking and looking.
Of us not separating, did none of you hear?
You just said that we were separating, and that's why we needed a buddy system.
I said you guys are going to be together. Well, we're going to be moving as a group.
Wait, what's moving as a group?
What's the point of the buddies?
Because it gets more eyes on what we're looking for, but more specific thing rather than the entire list thing.
Maxis starts walking around. He's looking for something.
Socorro, at like the way he was like
where
acting,
are you going?
like Socorro had started to like kind of move closer to like see if he was okay. So wherever he is, she's kind of like, okay.
Koana's just gonna like abruptly go, Maxis, what are you looking for?
I'm looking. I seem to have misplaced something that was with us last night. It is something that I had in my pockets. It is a cup that I have, but I want it back.
Oh geez, did we already get pickpocketed?
I don't know how. I was literally like doing one thing, and apparently it happened. He's just walking and looking like at all of the piles of junk now. He's like, "Where is
all
this?"
of you can roll perception now that it's been
long enough
said. Maxis, do you want to describe what your cup looks like?
Yeah. So this the mug is a like very small barrel-looking cup with like different etchings that look to be made at different times. Around like the cup itself, there's two rings that like connect to a handle, and there's like little chips and divots on the top. Like it's clearly like a worn mug and everything. Definitely something that has been used for years, with some of the staining on the top. So.
The difference in skill level right there. Although knowing that something is missing from Maxis, I'm gonna have Socorro look into her very small pouch pocket thing to see if what she has is still there.
You have not been pickpocketed yet.
I got another 10.
Awesome. Good.
Rue, what was your
perception?
perception?
12.
12.
Oh, you matched me!
Well, luckily, it was only a 10 that you had to beat. But Koana, as soon as he was like, I don't know what happened, you are immediately like looking, like turning around and looking at the goblin that you just talked to. And sure enough, he is holding up Maxis's cup and being like, limited time only, snake in a cup. And then he goes like this, and then the snake make a strength check.
Did he enchant the tiny piece of rope to be a snake now?
Yeah, the snake's like, well, it's not a snake, but the rope's just going like this.
Is it a strength check or an athletic? Like, it doesn't matter. It's a dirty 20.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to lift it up, and attached to it is the goblet.
This is my cup.
No, this is my cup. This is my cup.
How did you get my cup?
I took it.
You took my cup.
I did take your cup. No, I took my
it's
cup.
my cup.
No, it's my cup.
Look, I am now holding you midair. Let go of my cup.
No, this is my cup.
Rue is gonna walk over and just like kind of lowly, like almost growl, like let go of the cup to the goblin.
Make an intimidation check.
Fuck yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, 17.
Okay, so the goblin looks at you. He is very frightened. He doesn't let go because he looks at you and goes, but it is goblin law. You takes it, you keeps it.
I took it back.
But my hands are still on it. And you didn't even take it well.
I took it back. That is all that matters, is it not?
But when he like looks at Rue and just like a little too like scared to like keep arguing, so he lets go. He goes, but you have to give me my snake back.
Maxus dumps out the cup.
He catches the rope, the little piece of rope.
Maxus is going to lean down with as holding the cup and be like, by goblin law, since I took the cup and you were attached to it, I own you.
We're gonna go, okay, we're moving away from here.
Do not take my cup.
We're not getting into goblin law.
The goblin is going to pick up a knife and go, no, goblin law, no slavery. No slavery in goblin camp. You get out. Go now.
And he's going to walk away and put the cup back. I do not understand this goblin law. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. That's why we stick as a group. And we don't get separated. And buddies. We're gonna
I start walking
Koana's just gonna
very effective.
put an arm around Sokoto. I'm just gonna start leading the way with trying to keep an eye on everybody as we start going down, trying to look for things.
As we're walking away from that area, Rue is gonna like kind of lean down to Maxus and go, that was pretty good though.
Thank you. They should not have touched my cup.
All right, then. All right, you each have your things that you're looking for. Everybody, you can either roll investigation or perception. I will allow either or.
Perception.
18 is the number of the night.
I'm gonna...
What teen, Gray?
17?
17. Okay, because I got was teen is the number of the night, and I was like, which teen? Oh. 19, 17.
Rolled like shit.
Koana, you're too busy keeping an eye on your charges.
Everybody.
Do I also make perception or?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad actually. Ooh. There we go.
Okay.
No, that should be an 18. I hit the 9 by accident. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's fine. You still find it either. So, Coral, what even were you looking for?
I'm looking for things that look like paper rolled up into scrolls. That's what I was told we're looking for. So I'm looking for rolled up paper.
Koana would have explained what the scrolls would have looked like.
Well, and I'm sure that we
what the spells look like.
Prop things to like look like they might be magic scrolls for like effect in shows. So I might look. I know what the fake version looks like. I'm pretty sure, even though if I can spot the fake, at least I know what it looks like.
All right. Fair enough.
I'm gonna go find a thing real quick.
Mm-hmm. Okay, nobody judge me on how much caffeine I'm drinking because it's past my bedtime.
Consume. Can Koana cast detect magic while they're walking?
Yes, I'll allow it.
Whoa! Because he's going to take the whole 11 minutes because he can only do that one thing.
Cool. Then I'm going to do Koana last.
Do it.
And other than that, I'm just going to go right down the list of people putting in their perception. So Maxis.
Yeah.
You are walking along holding your precious cup. And you don't see the gunpowder first, but you smell it.
I'm looking for the lockpick.
I lied. Do you know what a lockpick even looks like?
I think, again, prop. I know what a prop looks like.
Okay. So you see a blanket full of different looking tools and keys. And once you wander over there and ask Rue for advice, because Rue's looking for that too. Rue also rolled well. Because you've seen the prop version, but not the real version. So you actually were reaching for a fake, and Rue, you quickly catch it and you like point out the real one. And this goblin is very plump. Looks like he's very old for a goblin. And he goes, "Ah, you have good eye, I see."
I've got 2 good eyes.
I meant a good eye for quality.
Yeah, I know.
Much tabaxi, going for the metal instead of the wood. I applaud. Most would go for the wood because it's cheaper, but then it gets ruined in a couple of days, and you're out your coin.
I do prefer the durability of the metal.
I agree. I have a good eye. Are we looking to buy today?
Thinking about it.
Oh, yes, you must think about these things. Purchases can change your life, you know. I should know. Just look at me.
We're just gonna nod while looking around at all the junk.
He's happy.
Does he look any different than the other goblins that we've seen so far?
Yes, he's nice and fat and plump. I can't see his feet.
I can see that you've done well for yourself.
I have. I was thinking about retiring later this year.
Maybe we could help you get there a little bit faster. Let's talk about these prices.
Oh, you see, I do not dabble in something as simple as coin. It is boring, it bores me. I have no need for it. But there is something that I long for, that my old, wanting to retire heart just needs, but I cannot have.
Rue's gonna kind of like side-eye at Maxis as that dramatic thing happens and go, Care to share?
Yes. You see, it has always been a dream of mine to take the wife and sit at our beautiful home on our porch in rocking chairs. It is the only thing she wants, you see. But alas, many moons ago, I royally pissed off the fucking chair maker, so he will not let me buy the rocking chair. I died when I wrote the storyline too.
So you are looking to trade two rocking chairs, or a rocking chair for what? For the lockpicks?
I would never dream of asking such a thing. I know that rocking chairs are worth so much less than my rock pick. But the friendship of my dear, dear friend, who I royally pissed off many moons ago, now that is priceless. Many a customer has tried, and even more have failed.
To try to what? Get you back together? What are you trying to do here?
Yes, to get him to allow me to buy the rocking chair.
How does he know people are buying the rocking chair for you?
He does not, but you're missing the point. The point is I want to talk to him again, but every time he sees me, he gives me the silent treatment, the bastard. I mean, oh, woe is me!
So, in order to obtain your metal lockpicking kit, we have to reunite you with a friend that you pissed off.
Have you apologized?
I would never.
What did you do?
Well, you see, back when I was a young goblin, I was very good looking. I was so good looking, women fell at my feet.
What are you talking about? You are still very good looking. You are still young.
Right. It is what keeps the wife interested.
Exactly.
But back then, my wife, you see, she was betrothed to my friend. But she did not want to marry him. It was her parents' idea. And she said as much. But I might have persuaded the father, but monies, to let her pick. And again, I was so good looking.
You absolutely are. I do not understand what would even make her second guess it. So the problem is.
And my friend, he said, well, what did you do? He wasn't angry. Again, it was an arranged marriage. It was fine. But I told him it was because I was better looking than him, and then he took it personally. But I was better looking.
So did he have a mirror? Does he not know what he looks like compared to you? Because obviously you are much more likely to be the better looking one.
Thank you. I am rugged. I used to have a full head of hair. But I think I balded quite nice.
You did, absolutely. You wear it so well.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Mm-hmm. Now, so, the situation is that you told him that you were more beautiful than him.
So that, yes. And he took it personally. And then
he held this grudge for years.
Yes.
Are you sure you want him as a friend?
Listen. I am almost 92 years old. I am going to die. And I only have 3 people to carry my coffin. And I have to have 4. There are 4 corners. It has to be 4.
There are 4 corners, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to make my wife do it. And my son, Stevie Joe, will drop it because he is useless.
So, the underlying problems that I am hearing here, if I am understanding correctly, is you are trying to prepare for post-retirement and have 4 people carry you in your coffin.
Yes.
That is all? That is it?
Yes.
It's not the it's not the rocking chairs.
I want the rocking chair.
Not the symbol.
The rocking chair is a symbol.
Okay.
And I was right.
Okay.
Well, me and my beautiful wife can sit on our beautiful porch and overlook our beautiful junk and be beautiful people and have him know that we are better. And have him respect it.
So you want him to be your friend again, but also to admit that you're more beautiful than him.
sorry.
Max is gonna look around to see.
Because that's a friendship. I admit that he is smarter than me, and he admits that I am more beautiful than him. That is the basis of goblin friendship.
Have you told him that he is smarter than you?
Yes. And then he said, well, obviously. But he wants to be beautiful and smart, and that is not how friendships work. You can only be good at one thing.
I'm actually gonna do a quick look to see if there's another lockpick cell somewhere. As he's like, I don't know if I want to deal with this dude. He seems kind of crazy.
You guys are also just overcomplicating it, but you can roll a perception.
Conversation just went in a weird direction is all, and now we're stuck
That's
here.
what I'm saying. I was just like, what's the reason behind this? And he just starts going off.
If you keep asking follow-up questions, the answers are gonna get crazier and crazier.
12.
Well.
As you look around, everything is suspiciously void of lockpicks, and he has a suspiciously large amount of lockpicks.
Okay, sir. What is your name?
I am Billy Joey.
Billy Joey.
Mm-hmm.
It is nice to meet you. Your friend.
Yes.
The smart but ugly one.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I find this man's? And he looks blanket.
Well, he doesn't have a blanket. He has a nest. If you walk down this way, you're going to see a giant goose. And he is going most likely with the giant goose.
Okay. And he's going to... So if we get him to admit that he is uglier than you, B, give you a rocking chair, and C, commit him to carrying your casket when you are dead.
No.
Give us
I don't know all the other things. I just need the rocking chair. Because see, once I have the rocking chair, everything else will slowly fall into place, and we will be the bestest friends in 6 months.
So I just need to get you a rocking chair, is what you're saying?
Yes, but you have to tell him that it's going to me, otherwise it is rude.
Max just grabs his ears and is just like... He regrets coming here. This camp, completely, he's like, we should have never come. Like, this place sucks. And he's just...
Okay, what is your friend's name?
My friend's name is Joey Billy.
Of course it is. All right.
You sure you're not twins instead of friends?
All right, Billy Joey. No.
Yes,
Rachel,
you're right.
don't bury the lead.
I didn't say anything. Who said anything about anything? Not me. Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. What was the question? I think there was a question, but then we all started laughing about names. So.
Okay, so the friend's name is Billy Joey, and this is Joey Billy?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the other way around, but okay.
We will go get this Joey Billy to admit that he is uglier than you by getting a...
No, he will not say it out loud. He has to give me the rocking chair, and it's like
he will give us the rocking chair to ensure that you know that he is uglier than you.
Yes.
All right. And then when we return, we get the lockpicking tools.
Yes. I will give you my entire blanket.
All right. It looks like Koana. Is that enough?
What's on the blanket?
Basically, a lot of fake lockpicks and a lot of real lockpicks, a lot of locks and a lot of keys.
Seems like a good deal to me.
Yeah, that should be.
I need to go talk to a Billy Joey Billy.
Yes.
I'm gonna get mixed up.
Who gets this man, this handsome, very handsome and beautiful goblin here, a rocking chair.
Yes.
Just the rocking chair.
Just the rocking chair.
Just the rocking chair.
And we get the entire blanket of lockpicks.
Yes.
We will be back as soon as we can.
Do not sell any of your items. We will get you this rocking chair.
I can give you till sundown, but then I have to start selling my things again.
You will have your rocking chair before that.
And he takes some cardboard from the junk pile behind him, and he writes closed, and then he puts it in front of his blanket.
Max just turns to the rest of the group with Rue and just, can we go to this person's nest, please? Maxis looks so tired. Like it's probably like midday right now. He looks so tired. He's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
It's only just begun.
Rue just looks slightly amused, like, alright, here we go.
Alright, I have to keep track of the order you're going to all these places, so real quick. Okay. I'm assuming you guys are going down the direction he pointed.
Yep.
Okay. Just don't all answer at once there. Okay.
Still walking kind of slowly, still checking out all the blankets, making sure we're not
gonna get to the nest yet, because I had all of you roll perception for a reason.
Correct.
Koana, you said you cast Detect Magic.
Yeah.
You gotta go last, though. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we
last.
did Rue because Rue saw the real one. Socorro. You are looking around, and all of this kind of looks like after the shows in the big dumpsters. But
trade a bunch of shit out for other shit.
Yes. But as you're walking, it's not a goblin blanket that catches your eye, but rather a wagon manned by a snake-looking woman with a scarf over her head and unlike the goblin, she's not like shouting or anything, but she seems to have like a bunch of scrolls like tucked into like a scroll shelf, if you know what those look like, with the diamond looking things.
Yeah.
As well as like beautiful chains and jewels, and they're all displayed really nicely versus the piles of junk that the goblins have. Koana, because you're gonna notice this at around the same time, her wagon almost blinds you.
Woohoo, can't see.
With how much magic is coming off everything.
Well, good. That means I'm not gonna accidentally wander off as I get interested and start walking in that direction without saying anything.
Right. And Koana's got tabs on you and everybody else, and he's just gonna go, you're going that way? Alright, we're going this way. Start picking up
You get blinded, and you're like, well, at least you're going the right way.
Right. And he gets blinded first because, yeah, that's right. Care, everybody. Follow that one.
Just real quick. Gray, are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to figure out my internet thing still.
Okay, nope, you're good. I just, deep scowls and frowns. I'm gonna check in.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you approach this wagon, and she looks up with like sleepy eyes, but like not that she's tired, just kind of like an expression. And she's like, welcome, travelers. How can I help you?
Squirrel first looks to Koana.
Alright, Koana scoots on up. Koana goes, we are looking for wall walking and identify spell scrolls.
Spell scrolls. And she like slowly turns to her scrolls and she starts like going through them. She goes, well, and she hands you one. She goes, this is one scroll of identify, but as for wall walking, I do not have a scroll for those, but, and she like turns and she grabs like this very long necklace with like a very large like emerald. But this is a necklace of wall walking. Does the same thing and it never wears off.
I have to fucking come back. That is not the spell I clicked on. Thank you, game, but it's fine.
Is Wall Walk the name of the spell, or is it Spider Climb?
I was told wall walk. Wall walking?
Well, I just mean, like, in terms of actual D&D, because I'm like, wait, I know there's Water Walk.
It's Spider Climb, but this is Atlas. He's an artificer, not a wizard.
No, it's fine. My brain was like, wait, Water Walk. Why does that sound weird? Okay, you're fine. My brain was like, I need to confirm.
Should Koana be actually saying Spider Climb then?
You can if you would like. Either way, she knew what you were talking about.
I just needed my brain details.
You're good.
I mean, like, you have to remember, like, she's not a goblin, but, like, the goblins are kind of stupid. So you might say Spider Climb, and they might give you something that's going to turn you into a spider.
Fair enough.
You know, fair.
He's going to keep with basic terms. Cool. Is the scroll actually a scroll of identify?
Or do you still have identify up?
It's for 10 minutes under concentration.
But didn't you just cast detect magic?
No, identify is instantaneous, and it's on the one thing that I'm touching that I have to cast identify on.
Nice.
Otherwise, I have to now do it for 11 minutes.
As you grab identify, it is a scroll of identify.
Neat.
Also, just like for side flavor, like while just absent-mindedly, even as like we were walking and as we're talking and stuff, Sakura's just kind of be like playing with one of her fans in her hands, just like a sort of fidget.
Cool. Welcome back. Koana is gonna look at medallion. And he's gonna he should have asked if Alice would have been okay with that.
I will say, Spider Climb is a self-only spell, I believe, anyways. So... Or like a one-person spell?
Yeah. That's why it was at least 3 spell scrolls.
Okay.
Wall walking, Spider Climb.
Oh, I thought it was... Okay. No, it's the reverse. That's why.
Yeah, it's the reverse. It's at least 1 identify. He wants as many as possible.
But...
And at least 3 spell scrolls.
Okay.
Yeah, of Spider Climb.
Okay, we gotta wait for Gray to get back, because Gray's Wi-Fi is killing them.
Oh, no. Wi-Fi, no. Why?
We're just batting 1,000 on the Wi-Fi setting.
Yeah, Spider Climb lasts for an hour. And it's on one willing creature that you touch.
Okay. I know that, like, if you upcast, but with spell scrolls you can't upcast, so...
No. There is no upcasting.
I think that's stupid, but...
I agree, to be perfectly honest. I think
there are some spells that like
table rules. You are allowed to upcast anything to make it last longer.
I was thinking just more creatures. Yeah, usually some are creatures that you're increasing when you're doing upcasting.
Similar to like.
You know what? Okay, so what's the cantrip thing? Like 3, 5, and whatever. 3, 5, 11.
I think so. It's like whatever level spell it is. Any I think every other than level 1, it's like every level above what you cast. So if it's a level 1, it would be level 3, but if it's a level 2, it would still be level 3.
Okay, cool. For utility spells, so not damage spells. Look at me right here. Not damage spells. For utility spells, if you want to upcast it and add on people, you can, but this does not include bardic inspiration or any buffing. It is in case, hey, we need to get down this cliff. I only got spider climb 5 times. Capiche?
I'm
Capiche?
okay with that.
Logan, I'm talking to you specifically because you were smirking.
I was going to say, any spell can be a damage spell if you give me a good situation with it.
Willing creature will, in fact, occasionally make that an issue.
We are not going to upcast Fireball to hit multiple groups of people.
So in the 2024 rules, because I'm using Legacy because that's what I bought. But in the 2024 rules, Spider Clan, they actually do have it for upcasting. You can add 1 additional creature. So they did add that.
Huh.
Neat.
Fix some things, fucked everything else.
Right.
You can have a couple of good things, but everything else is going to make you want to pull your hair out.
Fun times. Fun times.
Oh, yeah. So she's kind of just
I was taking notes.
Playing with her fan and just having fun. Potentially good distraction if necessary at some point, but mostly just... She likes to perform. That's the difference. She likes actually, not necessarily like performing, but she likes doing the thing. Not necessarily for an audience, but
she likes to do it just for herself.
Yeah.
Okay, quick question, DM.
The audience was there.
Right? Goodbye. For Koana's, I gotta find it again. Hang on, wait. Scroll. For his Awakened spellbook, it has when casting a wizard spell that's a ritual, you can use the spell's normal casting time. You regain the use of this feature if you finish a long rest. Are we holding to that fast, or are we?
Okay, I heard you, but it like fell out of my brain. Can you repeat?
And do that. If it's gonna cost them.
Oh no! I don't think it's just that. I think that you're also having problems. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Too.
I am?
Am I freezing or is the Shara freezing? Because the Shara froze for me.
No, a Shara froze for me
too. Fine on my end. I'm fine on my end.
Okay, you're back though, but I need you to repeat everything.
It's all those couples watching shows on Netflix at this point on Valentine's Day.
What?
All the people doing video sex with each other on Discord for some dumb reason.
What?
Oh, okay.
Why can't people just be normal and spend Valentine's Day apart?
I'm sorry.
Or single.
Wow. Okay. That's sad and depressing. Are you okay? Do we need to have a conversation? Do you need help?
We've already... Yeah, obviously. But I just said because, obviously, we're trying to run a D&D game, and that is more important than other people's relationships. I'm sorry. Anyway, Ashara, you need to repeat everything about your question about your spellbook.
I just said, well, you fuck off. I just sent it to you in DMs because me trying to reiterate that was going to be a pain.
Well, you can use the spells normal casting. Do it once you can't do so again until you finish. This just in combat or just all around. What level are you?
6. I think I get that at level 6 too. Yeah. Or no, because it's actually technically at level 2, but he's only level 2 wizard.
Yeah, so. You're gonna have to do this per long rest because that's a very busted ability.
That's why I was double checking.
And I have grown as a DM.
Busted. All he has ritual-wise is disguise. Actually, I don't even know what that
It's very busted for the goblins who are gonna try to lie to you constantly. The entire point of this game. Or at least
no. Well, then we can hold off. It'll just be long rest. He's used it the once, and it's fine. Okay. We'll move on.
And once you make a note, because I'm not gonna remember, Shara, you have to make a note of this. At level 8, we'll shorten it to every short rest.
Cool.
And then at level 10, you can just have it as long as it's for utility spells. Okay.
Cool.
Sorry, it said, like, my internet thing was like, it'll be back on by 7, and I'm like, all right, I'll give it a little bit of time, and then I was like, all right, now let's try, and then I just checked the thing, it's like, it'll be back on by 10. I'm like, you're just adding hours now.
Yep. So, I mean, you look good on our end, though.
Personal hotspot.
Nice. Okay. All right, we'll try this for a while and see how it goes. If anybody ends up having too many problems, just scream at me. So. Not you.
Depends. Tech problems or in general?
Or personal problems.
Yes. Okay, so where were we? Yes, we learned that the scroll is indeed real.
Cool. Bartering is nobody's friend. It's fine.
I would absolutely love to hop in, but Maxis has no fucking clue.
You're fine. You're fine. My brain always just goes, I hate this part. Just move on. It's fine. Kawana is going to look to the medallion, and he says, I was specifically sent for scrolls. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to decline that. Do you happen to know if anybody else is selling?
Well, it is not in my nature to get rid of coin that could be in my purse and give it to another of these shopkeepers.
Unless you're able to procure 3 or more spider climb spell scrolls and possibly more identify spell scrolls.
Spider climb, you say? Well, that's a different story. And she goes into her wagon, and you can hear like the shuffling around, and she goes, aha! And she comes out holding 2 scrolls. She goes, spider climb it is.
Do you have any more? I needed 3.
Well, I don't have any more, but I do have a copy spell which would allow you to duplicate it. And yes, people, this is a homebrew spell, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not supposed to.
And Kawana's over here going like, I can just do it myself, but it's fine.
If you want to do it yourself, you can also do it yourself, Kawana.
Woo! So that's going to be a question to the DM when copying spells and creating spell scrolls. What supplies and stuff is Kawana going to need? Is that just going to be stuff he can find at his fucking home?
Considering great Uncle Aberforth is a level busted wizard.
Fantastic. Kawana is gonna decline, and he's gonna go, I'll just take the identify and the 2 spider climb.
Very well. What do you have to trade for it?
What kind of thing are you looking for?
Well, and she like gestured at all of her jewelry. She goes, well, I never say no to gold. But I don't like to put a specific price on things because then people like to haggle, and that's just irritating. And then she'll like kind of look at Sakura. She goes, oh, those fans are beautiful. I can make them quite the collection here.
I mean, I have like 3 of them. 2 of them were practice and one of them was meant to be pretty, but she's playing with the practice one, so. But she's only playing with one of them, so that's the only one visible.
Okay, then she'll say that fan is quite beautiful. I can make it a part of the collection. Her collection.
Koana will look to Socorro, and he'll go, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Do you know how to use it?
I specifically do not, but I travel, and she's going to gesture behind her to not like the camp, but there's like a bunch of other wagons. She goes, I travel with a lot of wanderers, and many do a lot of dancing with such fans.
And would this work for all of the items, or just one of them?
I would say throw in 4 gold and we'll call it even.
She looks to you, she's like,
I don't have any gold, but I do have a fan.
Alright, Koana's... Ashara went... Okay, is she asking too much for these spell scrolls?
Spell scrolls are worth a lot of money.
Yeah, so I was trying to figure out how much they cost.
It depends on the spell. The higher the spell level, the higher the money, but usually a spell scroll goes between about 50 and 100 gold.
Cool.
If you're going from an enchanter place.
He will... Right.
It's because you're at a junkyard.
He's gonna pull out the 4 gold, and he's gonna put it down.
He's gonna just do a couple of flourishes, snap it closed, and then hand it base first.
Alright. She will take it. She will fan it out, and she will place it amongst the jewels. With and you'll see her scribble something in her notebook. If you want to read it, you can roll perception.
Sure thing. I will roll that perception. I am trying to read upside down, but it's fine.
Yeah, you were an acrobat. You were upside down a lot.
It's 15.
15. It just says, if not sold by end of day, adorned with gold.
Oh. Yeah.
So, that's all. She's just making a little shop note. But yeah, she hands you over the scrolls. And she just goes, ta-ta. Safe travels. May you not fall into any pits.
Thanks.
Now that we've actually spent and done the trade, though, do you know if there's anyone else here selling legitimate scrolls? Because we still need some identify if possible.
Let me see. Well, a good one to ask would be Joey Billy. He's quite trustworthy. He doesn't actually lie like the other goblins do, and he tends to collect a lot of odd things. And I do believe he actually bought some scrolls off from my dear business partner, so I would start there. I don't know what he bought.
Thank you.
And if you ask him, he knows more about the goblins' wares than I do. I don't like to go mingle with the junk. Not the goblins, although I would rather not go around them either, but that's mostly because I lose a lot of my wares that way.
Cool.
Thank you.
As we're walking away, how tall is Socorro again?
What was it? 4'8" or something. Like, she's tiny. And as soon as we're out of eyesight of the woman too, she pulls out the other practice fan that matches the one she left behind.
And as they're walking away, Koana is going to put a hand on her head, and he'll say, "Good job back there."
Rue, to agree. Pretty slick of you.
If only Rue was there to see it.
Did not everyone go?
Yeah, I thought the whole
Did you
group
get
went.
it?
Yeah,
I was
we
under
got-
the impression this happened at the same time.
Yeah, because we were
never
going
mind. I
in
thought
one
they were all-
direction and you two were going in the other direction, and then now we're potentially going to meet up at Joey Billy's.
Can everybody just make me a little bit of a perception check, please? This is just for fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's way better than anything I've done so far. 21.
Yeah, I'll take it. 19.
26. Natural 20.
16.
I got so excited for getting over a 20.
So sad that all of you rolled so well because it's something so dumb. Yeah, your resident purple-haired rogue is just gone.
Pressed I fucking swear.
Just went
No,
up and
so
okay,
they
so
were-
they were like, "Hey, I'm gonna go do it."
I mean, they were supposed to go off and do their own searching for gunpowder, so I'm not surprised I don't see...
Koana just looks around and just sighs heavily, massaging the bridge of his nose, going, "What part of staying as a group did..." Okay.
I knew this
fine.
would happen. They do this all the time.
I'm not saying I'm surprised. I'm just...
You should definitely
Anyways,
get used
yes, we were successful in getting some scrolls. We now have to go talk to a Joey Billy.
We do too.
Fantastic. On we
What
go.
do you need to talk to him about? Because I'm going to warn you. I was told that he is very smart, but supposed to be ugly. However, the goblins that told me that he was ugly was very rotund and had a bald head and could not see his toes.
We were told that Joey Billy is actually reliable, according to...
At least doesn't lie as much as the other goblins do. And
Yeah.
he's got spell scrolls, supposedly, because he bought them off of their business partners. So I guess we're gonna buy something that he needed from him, if it works.
I was under the impression that he was a carpenter.
Same.
He gathers things like other goblins do, it sounds like.
He apparently makes rocking chairs, and that is what we need to get for a goblin that we know as Billy Joey, not Joey Billy.
Cool.
Yes, we. So I was told that it is this way.
Cool.
As you all walk down the main path of this junkyard, you see a giant nest that looks as big as any of the tents that you see up. But it is not the size of the nest that gets your attention. It is the loud, obnoxious, ear-splitting honking sound of a very upset goose, and the screaming wails of a goblin who is laying at the front of this nest, kicking and flailing his arms and legs like a toddler. As he wails, "Gone! They're all gone!"
Maxis has his ears fucking pinned and is like holding them with how loud it is.
Bird!
And there is a giant goose. A goose that looks like the tallest among you, who is still not very tall, could ride like a horse. And its neck is clear the heck back, and its beak is pointed to the sky, beak wide open, and just the loudest honking. It looks like it's also wailing, actually, now that you think about it.
Bonjour, monsieur.
I try and twerp at the goose.
Now is not the time for hellos. Only goodbyes. They're all gone.
I apologize for whatever situation we're in, but we are looking for a Joey Billy, and we were told he is this way. So do you know where we could find him?
The disgraced Billy Joey, or Joey Billy. I can't even keep them straight.
We just met a Billy Joey. I usually say different person.
You look at this goblin. He is also robust and bald. In fact, they could be twins.
Oh hey, I accidentally created the answer already in my brain. Whoops, I didn't say that.
Did you create the answer? Did you guess the answer in your brain, or did your brain give me
I
the
meant
answer?
Because the thing is bury the lead doesn't make sense because burying the lead is hiding it. And I was like,
see,
but also my wording was also wrong.
Unbury the lead. I mean, yeah, no, words just kind of came out of my mouth, and I hope you guys get what I'm saying, but it doesn't always work.
No, you tried to bury the lead, and I dug it up like a disobedient puppy.
Visual.
No, Rachel.
What is happening with your looks up, Goose?
Oh, it's awful. It's just so awful. All of the babies, they're all gone.
Well, where'd they go?
He stops sobbing for a moment to get up on his forearms and looks at you and if I knew that, do you think I would be this upset?
Well, no, but if something was missing, you'd be looking for him, but you're just sitting here.
Poor Stella alone like this. Look at her, she's distraught.
But do you know where the babies are or not?
No.
Can I try and fly up and bird language talk to this fucking goose?
Can you bird language talk? Do you have bird language as a language?
Because, well, it's technically it's something that you are born with, but I would have said I'd have learned it from the Kenku because I didn't grow up around other birds. But I think it's called Aran, and it's for bird-related peoples.
Okay, you can certainly try.
So I can try. I will try. But I will, yeah. So I'll try and fly next to this goose's head and just ask it if it saw where are you okay? What happened? How did they go missing?
Roll persuasion to see if you can get this goose to calm down long enough to say anything.
I'm okay with that.
Good Juju.
16 plus 6, 22.
22.
Okay, so you fly up and you ask this goose what's wrong. And it stops screaming, honking, to look at you and blubber. Oh, you know how children wander off? Well, they have wandered off, and these goblins have taken my children. 'Cause they find that they keep some, and they're all just gone.
Well, that's not nice. I thought there was no people stealing them. Or
I'm a goose.
Well,
my ducklings.
Goslings?
Nope, ducklings.
did you see which goblins took them?
Because they wandered off, and now they're everywhere being sold off like ducks. Like we're some common chickens.
How many were there?
Hang on, it's been a second since I did this.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just wanted to make sure your wonderful acting skills is piquing your mic occasionally.
I'm sorry. I need to figure out how to make it not peak so much because I do a lot of fun voices and then no one can hear them. So then I have to talk normal.
Move it further from your mouth for now. That should work better.
Cool. Wait.
Should at least help.
Okay. Well, if we try and help you find them, will you maybe try not to be so loud? You're kind of hurting my friend's ears. But also, you should have your kids, so...
Oh, thank you, honey. If you find my children, I will happily force Joey Billy to give you anything in his stack.
Well, that's a pretty good deal. I think. I'll have to ask them. But we'll do our best, I guess. Or I will. If they don't help, I'll help. I'll at least help. I hope.
Thank you, kind half-bird.
I'm not sure if this is like a weird thing to do or if this is somehow condescending, but like I try to like give it a little reassuring pat, but it just happens to be on like kind of the side of the head or like on the giant bill that I don't have as a character.
She doesn't look offended, if that helps.
Cool. And then she'll kind of fly back down.
So she lost 4 of her kids. Some of the goblins took them and are trying to sell them off, so she said that she'll help us get whatever we need if we help get her kids back.
So our kids in danger, we need to find them then, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a new map.
Ignore that picture.
Ignoring the map.
Nope, that's still not the picture.
Hey,
what the crap? Wait a minute. Okay, can you see the ducklings on this page?
No.
The ducklings
okay,
have
because
disappeared.
I can see the ducklings, and I learned how to do crap, but I forgot I had learned how to do crap. So, wait a minute. Where are you guys? Okay, good. I did put it there. Can you see the giant goose?
We can see the giant goose. Yeah.
Help if I zoom out.
Yeah.
Is bigger than what I was zoomed in on.
Trista's not there.
Trish dipped.
Okay.
Bye, Trish.
Wait, you will thank them for dipping later.
Thanks, Trish.
When after Socorro says that we need to find the children, I'm gonna look at Socorro and be like, "Can you fly up high and try to get that bird's eye view over?" And he's going to point like in a close like over that way, and then I'm going to jump, and he's gonna look for a building. Just in general, and be like, can he see, like, if he sees a building, he's like, I'm going to jump off of that to also get a bird's eye view to see if I can find one.
I feel like also this is kind of reminiscent of just like when we would get very rarely like silly in terms of like just doing things without thinking about it. So it's like almost no discussion. We're just like, do the thing.
Yeah.
Oops, we didn't actually make sure that the other two were fully involved.
Did not check at all. Maxis and Socorro just...
Got it. I'm up.
And Maxis is going to, if I can get on top of this building, he's going to jump off the top of the building. If he can't, he's just going to jump as high as he can.
Why are we jumping? Oh, just to like look?
To get a bird's eye view, perception view.
Okay, roll a perception with advantage.
Alright.
yay.
Let's go! 25.
Okay. So, since you climbed on top of this building and you didn't go in the building, when you jump up to look around, you see something over here that kind of looks like a duck. But it's the only bird thing that you see.
Mid-air, he's just going to point and just, that's the way.
I think what Socorro is going to do is, instead of just going straight up, she's kind of doing, like, a loop around the area to, like, try and get sort of an above view, but, like, more of a canvas sort of thing. And I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19. Okay, so Socorro, you're looking around. And you only see one. But you see a duck in a little cage at the tent over here.
Oh no.
Again, none of you went inside the buildings.
Yeah,
which is fine. There's time.
We
But like
gone yet.
Bird's eye views can't go inside. Don't have X-ray vision.
Oh, of course.
Okay, but then we'll head back to reconvene so that we're not just like disappearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw one by the water.
I saw one kind of just past the water on the little islandy thing, but there has to be more, but we couldn't. I mean, I can only see what's visible from the sky, so.
That's okay. They might be hiding under one of the canopies. They could be in any of the buildings.
Socorro and I can go get the ones by the water if you want to start looking in the buildings.
Yeah, I mean, sure. That would work.
That would for you?
Kalana is...
It's okay. If we don't have anything to trade,
We could just
takes the keepsies, right?
take these keepsies, right?
That was
very innocently and like just like that's what they said. So.
And Max
That
is
is-
like, takes the keepsies, right?
Kalana chuckles at that, and he goes, "That is actually not what I was hesitating. You two will be fine. Just make sure you keep an eye on your things, because they do take these keepsies. Alex Taru, keep an eye on your things. We meet back here." We meet back here. If I don't see any of you back here in an hour, I'm coming to find you. And if I have to come find you, you're not gonna go doing this again. Okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
At least here, because... So I don't... Good luck. Hope you're able to actually find two in one, because that'd be amazing. Rue, which side of the place do you want? You want east or west?
I'll go west.
I've got east. Cool.
All right,
Already
everybody,
separated.
place your people where you're going if you can, please.
I can't grab it.
Socorro, if you want to start by maybe we could do like a little distraction, and as one of us is distracting the one with the
Touch my character.
Hang on. Roll 20 changed all the settings, so it's being weird.
Yeah.
Will
Okay.
someone move Rue to where the I guess where that like one table is on the like I guess we're doing west. Okay.
Like here.
that table or this table right here?
Lower, like the table with two chairs that's like almost at the bottom of the thing.
Oh, down here.
Right here.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
There.
we were way off.
That is Socorro. This one is Rue. And Quana's gonna go to this building. He's inside if he can get... I would put him on the stairs. Shits and giggles.
Max is going to stay close to Socorro, so
No, I think he'd start in the back too.
So I think Socorro is going to kind of like, in the way that they've probably done during rehearsals and performances, like be above as like a, if he needs to jump up for any reason, she's there to catch. And also, if nobody is looking up, it's easier to get away with things.
absolutely.
She's technically flying, probably about 30 feet off the ground right now, at least.
Okay, because y'all went to different places, you're all rolling initiative, not for a fight, But because to know who to start with.
Okay.
I'm not.
We might be starting first, Rachel.
Really?
Yep.
That's a 12.
23.
I can't
Actually,
take your guys' average
25.
because there's 2 of you.
25.
Okay. 25 and a 12. I don't know what the average is of that.
Alright.
But...
Yeah, hang on, I'm doing math.
Did you
Pretty sure it
roll
comes up
one?
to like 17.
Rolled in that one.
Me too. You're supposed to be adding your
So
dex
I
to
don't
that
think
shit.
it matters what our average is because the
Fine.
2 of us are already higher than 2 nat ones.
Okay, you guys can either do rollies or I can just take your decks, whoever has the higher decks.
Fucking Rue has 5, I have 3 with our actual initiative roll.
Okay. Sakaro and Maxis. I'm so glad you guys picked this one.
Real quick, pause real quick. Rue, do you have it on your sheet? Gray, sorry, characters. On your sheet, there should be a little box that says initiative.
Stop.
It's somewhere near the top.
It's by the shield, the shield-looking thing for AC.
This is
It's right here. Hang on.
Must find a character sheet. Do I have one that's easily?
And then of course this Nova just decides to fuck off.
Does your sheet look like this?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna be this box right here. So it's gonna be center top.
Yeah.
That should have your dex bonus in it.
It does.
Okay, so that's what you'll use if you roll anything initiative. You'll add that to your d20 roll.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just letting you know because you said 1 and I was like, okay, that's actually impossible unless your dex happens to be 0. I don't think it is. Or negative. Yeah.
All right. So Sakaro and Maxis, you take the bridge over the little pond-looking thing, and you come across a goblin who has a very wide array of items on his table, mostly ranging from parts of chickens and other birds, claws, some feathers, some jewelry made out of feathers, and of course, a duckling in a cage.
So, situation-wise, Socorro, you are flying 30 feet up, is that what it is?
I was.
Okay.
And then I saw all the feathers.
Yeah.
And I landed beside you.
Alright. Okay.
Customers! Welcome to Iago's Play Place. How can I help you?
That's a good name.
I like your duck.
Thank you. Oh, my duck, eh? Are you looking for a dinner or for a pet?
A pet, actually. How much is
Very
it?
nice. Well, you see, I am not in the way of wanting for gold. Gold does not get you far here. But I'll make it easy for you. I'm looking for something with 1 head, 1 foot, and 4 legs. I told this one to Anna. It took her 2 hours.
Hold on. Can you repeat that?
1 head, 1 foot, and 4 legs.
Move on to the next people. I want to think about this.
Okay. Rue. Where did you go? Hang on, let me pull back up my map.
I'm like
Where?
bottom left.
Okay, there you are. Okay, so you are at... I'm looking at my notes. Okay, cool. So you have gone to what seems to be some kind of like lunch and a show type of setup. You're sitting out on the patio when a goblin steps onto like what looks to be like a homemade stage made out of like barrels and like garbage cans and that kind of like with some boards over it. And he has these hoops and he goes, "Welcome to Flaming Sergei's show. I am Flaming Sergei and you are going to see my show." And he catches these hoops on fire, which I am so pissed off you guys didn't stay together. And he goes, "But I need an assistant. You see, I have these 4 rings." And he has 4 in between each, like, finger. And he goes, "And each one of these, no, 3 of these are fire-resistant rings." Does not work at all. "If you are brave enough to help me test these rings, then you will win." And he snaps his finger and out of one of the barrels raises a cage. "You will win the Ducky Momo." If you have seen Phineas and Ferb and you get that reference, I love you for it. Who is brave enough to win the Ducky?
Root just takes a deep breath, sighs, and raises one hand.
"Ah, yes, you, sir, the tabaxi with the fur. Very brave, fur is very flammable, you know. Come on up."
Bruce slowly saunters up, at least trying to keep a good bit of distance between him and the goblin.
Mm-hmm. The goblin puts one of the flaming hoops around his waist and he starts like hula hooping it. Causing the other goblins to like clap. They're starved for entertainment, obviously. And he goes, "Welcome up, dear traveler. What is your name?"
Koana.
Fucking yes! Alright, cool, nice. Good to know. Oh no, we can't hear you!
Can't hear you.
God damn it. Okay, here we go. Is this better?
Yeah.
Everyone, give a big round of applause for Koana. Everybody cheers. All right, Koana. And he, again, does the thing with the rings. And he goes, "Pick a ring, any ring." And you had to say 1, 2, 3, or 4.
We'll go with number 1.
Number 1. You pick the first one off. And he goes, "All right, Koana, put it on your finger and count to 2.
He puts it on his, pinky finger and holds it away from him and goes, 1, 2.
And then Sergei goes, "Pow, pow," and firebolt at you. And it does hit you, because obviously you're holding still. But surprisingly enough, you don't feel anything at all. Everyone like cheers and goes, "Okay, 1 ring down." And he gives you what seems to be like a really weird looking bow tie. "And here is your first prize. Are you brave enough to do it again?"
Let's keep it going.
All right, so now he gives you 3 rings, but you had to say 2, 3, or 4 because you picked 1.
Mm-hmm. Well, go with number 2.
Number 2. All right. All right, put it on your finger and count to 2.
Does the same thing. Do I still have the other ring on?
Did you give it back?
No. All right, he stacks the second ring on the first ring.
Sergei goes, "Now wait, everyone. We already know ring number 1 worked. You gotta cough it up. Otherwise, it is not a real test."
He'll take off the first ring, He like kind of flips it back over to Sergey, and then puts the second ring on his pinky finger.
All right, everyone, count with me. 1, 2, pow, pow. And once again, you feel nothing. Everybody cheers, and he goes, all right, Koana, give me the ring back.
He takes it off and flicks it to him again.
All right, Koana, you only have ring 3 and ring 4. Which one are you going to pick?
What does the crowd think?
And you hear a mixture of 3. You gotta pick 3. Or
3.
No,
Pick
that's
number
too
3, my
easy.
lord.
You gotta go 4.
3.
I love that the
Pick number 3, my
performance one
lord.
is the one with the 2 performers not there.
We'll think about it a little bit and say, all right, we'll go with number 3.
And then the ones that said 3 go, woo! And the ones that said 4 go, boo. He gives you ring number 3. And he goes, all right, everyone count with me. 1, 2, pow, pow. Oh, good Lord. As he casts, not firebolt this time, but fireball. And you take 16 points of fire damage as this ring does not work.
Oh, thank God neither of us were there.
Well, folks, it looks like we have one crispy kitty.
Rue's ears go back and is like, he kind of like starts to puff up, even though it's like kind of singeing still on like parts of his fur.
He does take a bucket of water and splash you with it.
You just hear like a really high pitched like meow. Very involuntary.
And he gives you your other prizes from the last rings because he forgot. One is, you got the bow tie, one's a bowler hat, and the other one is a pair of dress shoes. And he hands you the duck and he goes, and look what he won! And now we know ring number 3 doesn't work!
Trial by fire indeed.
Rue takes the bow tie hat and dress shoes and just kind of deposits them on the side of the stage and just takes the duck.
Well, okay, fine. You don't want the special magic item.
He's got a full bag.
Put them on the duck.
Take it with you to somebody else.
Or put the duck in the hat.
He was just looking for a duck.
Now you have the duck. Which brings us to Koana, who arguably got the easiest one, but probably the worst one for Koana.
Why?
Oh, no.
Because I think it's going to be hilarious.
Fantastic.
I'm excited.
So, Koana, you walk into the building. Or are you in the building?
I'm currently behind it because he changed his mind and went
never
around.
mind. I lied. You are
You will
behind
eventually
the
go
building.
in, but
Are you doing anything particular behind the building?
look for a duckling.
All right, roll perception.
Skills. 18.
You are looking around for this duck, and you find a cup full of copper, and you find a pair of old stinky shoes, but you do not find the duck.
Just straight up copper.
Yep, you got about 15 copper in a tin cup, along with a pair of stinky shoes.
I'm just gonna leave those alone, and he's gonna move on to the next spot.
All right. Where is that next spot?
He's just going around a building, so he's going this way.
Okay. Over there, you find a barrel of fish. And what looks to be a garbage barrel, but like actual garbage, like old food. It seems like you're walking around some sort of tavern. As there is also many broken alcohol bottles back there.
Lovely.
Rachel got it.
Cool. He's just gonna meander this way. I'm assuming there's a door around here somewhere eventually at some point.
Yes, the door is right here.
Okay, cool.
You know, seeing as the snake's heads. Right
cool. No duckling inside to see takes the loop?
Inside as takes a loop? No. But as you go inside, well, that explains it. The duck is in a cage hanging from the chandelier.
The fuck's the duck? Cool.
There is a bunch of goblins around tables with full pints of ale that are bigger than their bodies, but that no one's drinking yet. As the goblin is standing on the bar goes, "Last chance to enter our drinking contest and win the duck god." Okay, again, you are all supposed to do this together, so
this is hilarious.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
I love that we're having solo adventures accidentally. Like,
is there any obvious place to sign up for the drinking contest?
he's holding a clipboard.
He's walking up to the man holding a clipboard.
Oh, yes, you, sir.
Me, sir.
All right, what's your name?
Koana.
Write down Koana. Koana, take a seat.
He takes the nearest seat.
All right. Let's go back over the rules for those who just joined. This, I say drink, you have to get it down as fast as possible. And when you're done, you flip your can over. Slowest one to drink gets booted out. If you can't finish your alcohol, you're also out. Any questions? Let's get started. All right. He shouts drink. I'm just rolling for the room. Koana, roll a Constitution saving throw.
You got it. Con, I can find con, I swear. Why? Or not, that's fine too. Helps if I'm on the right page though.
Does it?
No, not really, actually. It does not do shit.
Con save. You could roll a manual dice.
No, screw that.
No analog dice.
Well, I'm burning an inspiration because that was a nat 1 on the first roll, and I ain't doing that shit, so 8.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't beat what I rolled, and I rolled low. So, you throw this back, and you've drank with the hunting party before, so you're not thinking too much about it. I mean, you don't love drinking, but, you're like, whatever. Except for this is goblin ale, and it hit hard. To the point where, yeah, you're feeling it. Because you rolled above a 5, you are able to get it down.
That's nice.
But, the room's kind of spinning.
Lovely.
So, we're gonna give you, it's just gonna be 1 point for drunkenness. You can act it out how you want to. If you hit 5, you're passing out.
That's fine.
All right, I need you to roll a d8 to see if you can beat the slowest person in this room. I rolled a 3, so you did beat me. Okay. All right, and then he shouts, "Drink!" Give me another Constitution saving throw.
There we go. 15.
Okay, now that you know a little bit more what to expect, you don't just take it back like a shot. And you pace yourself a little bit better. You're still reeling from that first one, but this one's better. Maybe they didn't mix it quite right because it's not as strong.
Oh.
And since I rolled a 7, I'm not even making you roll for speed. All right, he shouts, "Drink!" Go ahead and roll again.
As I change pages, how do I? Con! Ha! 8.
Okay, yep, that one hits super freaking hard. And, yeah, you kind of feel like you're going to throw up a little bit. Go ahead and roll me a d8. I rolled a 2.
7.
All right, so you are still able to get it down faster than the slowest person, who does just kind of, because again, they're goblins, so they're smaller, just face on the table.
Nice.
You gotta do this 2 more times. I believe in you.
Alright, you too.
All right, he shouts, "Drink!" I rolled a nat 1.
15!
There you go. All right, so again, you're like, okay, pull it together, Koana. And you were able to get that one down faster. All right, one more. Roll a Constitution save.
Oh, if I must. Yay! 8! What the fuck?
All right, that is 3 points of drunkenness. Go ahead and roll a d8.
5.
All right, so you are 2 points away from passing out, basically. But as you look around the room, maybe it's because you're just larger than goblins. Checking my potato.
In the fridge?
Oh, chucking my potato into the fridge. I thought it said checking on my potato. And I was like, what? Okay, I can read, I swear. But as you look around, maybe it's because you're just larger, or maybe all that time spent with Valor.
Party.
And oh my god, I had it. I specifically looked before
Yavena.
Yavena. Put some hair on your chest or something. But you are able to get through it, and you didn't really see anybody move, but suddenly there's a duck in front of you.
I now have a duck.
And I don't know how you're gonna get back to the meeting spot, but we're gonna go back to the 2 working on their puzzle.
Picoro, go for it.
The funny thing is I think the only reason why she even knows this is because, or at least was able to figure this out, is because unlike Maxis, at least she had, before she moved, I guess, wagons, she at least had somewhat of one of these, before she, joined the menagerie officially. Because we were messaging back and forth, and we were like, table? No. Chair? No. Stool? Something furniture-wise. But eventually, we figured it out. It's a bed! He wants a bed!
Not the bed.
At first I was like, is it a small animal that's only a foot tall? I was like...
it could be a stool.
But...
And I was like, I don't know where the head comes in.
The thought that originally ran through my head was like, it could be a table that's like a coffee table where it's like a foot tall, it's got 4 legs, and it's and like you can sit at the head of the table. So like maybe that works. And then Rachel was like, a bed, and I was like, absolutely, that's what it is. There's no
and you want to know the weird path my brain took me there, because I was thinking about furniture, and then I was thinking about how expensive it was to send furniture back on Amazon, because my mom bought my grandma a headboard, and then it didn't fit, so she had to send it back and had to pay for shipping. That is where my brain went to get to your headboard.
I'm here for it.
I love it, though. I love it.
Don't know how we're gonna get a bed, but, I mean, sometimes beds are made with feathers. Do you just want more feathers?
But I need something to put the feathers on.
I mean, most...
If I give you a shirt.
Beds come with pillows.
Zakar looks at Maxis.
Are we going bed shopping?
I would prefer not to, but where would be the closest place to get the bed?
I don't know. That is your job. If I could go bed shopping, I would not be making this deal with you.
How busy is it around us right now at this place?
I mean, like, you're on an island.
So not very?
Not very.
Alright. Okay.
And the other duck that you saw, the one that was looked like it was potentially in the water.
It was it was back behind us, essentially. A place for. He looks up at the tent. He's like, you could make a bed out of your. And he motions up the tent, and if you need the feathers, you've got plenty of feathers.
And what if it rains?
He looks around at the desert and be like, does it rain here?
But then it would not be a bed, it would be a sleeping bag.
This seems like it could be a hammock. Have you ever heard of a hammock? You could
I do not
string
want
it.
a hammock. I want a bed.
Okay. Maxis, you said you saw another duck, right?
Yes, it does. And he turns and points behind. He's like, I believe it is over here.
I mean, I could try and see if I can find anything for a bed. But if we can't, we can always go and see if someone else has a duck for a pet.
It could be a good, a better option than this one. Yes, indeed. We could look for a Z-bed, but if we don't find one, I guess we will have to come find the different duck. And Maxis. Say again?
I said, I'm talking to the goblin. We will let you know, though, if we can't find all the pieces of the bed.
Sounds good. I cannot hold the duck if someone else brings me what I want.
How many other people have asked for the bed? Or asked for the duck that you've sent them on a bed errand?
Oh, about 5.
About 5 other people. You're waiting.
It is, as you say, a duck race.
Should one of us stay here to watch over the duck?
It might be a good idea, as we'll run around to try to find a thing. How would you feel about you sticking around and I go and find the bed for the goblin?
Sure. If you find pieces of it, though, and you need assistance, come back. I'll be here.
Will do. Absolutely will do. And Max is going to start leaving, and then I'm going to try to slink away. I'm going to try to hide and, go around and try to just take the duck.
Okay.
I'm going to start playing with my fan.
Yeah, you can certainly try. Roll stealth.
And as I have been doing when I idle, I'm going to pull out I'm going to pull out my fan again, and I am going to try and actually do distraction with performance.
Nice.
So go ahead and give Maxis the help action as this goblin is enthralled by your fans.
And my feathers. So many feathers.
So many feathers. That's why I'm like, don't even have to roll perception. He likes the feathers.
I got a
yeah, no,
20.
I want to see how well I do with my performance, though.
Perfect.
I did 17.
Okay.
Oh yes, he is not only enthralled by your feathers, but he is also loving the way that you are spinning and dancing with them, and it's just the most beautiful thing he's ever seen. There's a little bit of a goblin tear.
Dirty 20 to slink and just...
Alright, you are definitely able to, he's convinced you're gone, but you do have to roll sleight of hand, so you can pick up this duck without it squawking.
Alright.
Or animal handling I will also allow if you want to try to, coax it into your hands.
Let's see.
With how well we know each other, would I know that Maxis is going to be attempting to slight this?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You guys haven't seen each other in 4 months or 2. Yeah, no, 4.
Yeah, but we've spent how many years together before that? I basically grew up since I was like 7.
Yeah.
Okay. So occasionally throwing some trills and tweets just to kind of like make bird noises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have any like spells or anything to help me with this, so I'm going to I'll just roll. Okay.
You have an inspiration that you can burn if you roll too badly.
Accurate. I've got key points. I'm wondering like if there's a way for me to use
You were trying to steal a duck.
I know.
You are not trying to punch the duck.
No, it's like a patient defense. Yeah, I'll just roll.
That duck is not attacking you. It is caged.
Yeah. Yep.
Duckling, do not punch the baby duck.
I'm not trying to punch the baby duck. I did get another dirty 20 though.
Okay. This is for animal handling or
sleight of hand? Sleight of hand.
You are able to very carefully pick up this cage without jarring the duckling at all and slink away slowly.
Perfect.
And there goes 2 hours worth of running around this goblin town.
It's okay because we spent 2 hours just walking to get to the ducks.
Also true.
Okay, but since you stole the duck, can I reveal what you would have had to do to get this duck if you hadn't stolen it?
Absolutely. What do you got?
Okay, so you would have started with having to get the bed. But the bed salesman was gonna want a knitted sweater. But the person who makes knitted sweaters is gonna want a pillow. But the pillow maker needs feathers to make the pillow. And the guy that owns the goose has a bunch of feathers to spare.
But instead we stole the bed.
I'm so glad I have a +7 in stealth and a +4 in sleight of hand.
To make you guys go full market mode.
It's okay, we still have one more duck to get.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
This one is very easy, don't worry.
I think once Maxis like slinks away and like gets over here with the duck, so I'm just gonna over here. He's going to like hold the cage and like bring up one of his hands, just. Fuck.
Can I roll a perception to see if I can hear his very bad but also familiar attempt to mimic my voice? My bird noise.
Hoot.
You can make a... Okay, so do you want to actually be bad at this, or do you want to roll a performance?
That's the thing is, like, yeah, I can roll a performance, but I've got proficiency with it. I was just, like, I can make bird sounds, like, as low, just... Hold on.
It's just hard right now.
So like I can do it. It's just like one of those things. Like I just feel like Maxis would
I would recognize the fake bird.
All right.
The other option is that I just jump up really high and be like, "See me," but I'd rather just be like, "Fuck."
Struggle. It is one of his character flaws. He cannot do the bird sounds.
I cannot do bird calls. I've lived with two of them. I can't do it
either.
All right.
Fuck.
All right. You guys are able to safely meet back up. But where do you guys go?
Well, we have to get the other duck, which you said was somewhere around here. So that would have been that would have been our next place. In fact, I probably would have, if I did that and I saw Maxis, instead of like going towards Maxis, I probably would have flown like directly across, because...
Okay.
At that point, I would just go to meet
flying directly across, go ahead and make a perception check.
Yeah, because the last thing I want to do is literally lead the guy's eyes directly to the person who stole the duck out from behind him. Alrighty. Perception is a +4. 14.
So you see this duck completely tangled in the weeds at the edge of the pond. And there seems to be something large under the water going towards this duck.
I land on the large thing.
Feet first, talons in, let's go.
Yep. Feet first, talons on.
Roll. Okay,
like
I guess
log.
roll an attack roll first.
Yep. I will roll with my talons because that's an attack I have somewhere.
Mhm.
Socorro.
Yes. Talons. Okay, let's see. Just have to roll a regular with my strength. So what with my strength? Not too bad. And
Which
I
is
think
surprising.
because they are a part of my body, it would also be with proficiency, but it's an unarmed strike. I feel like that would still be proficient because they are attached to my legs.
Yeah, you are proficient.
Okay.
But would you be proficient with your legs considering?
Well, yes.
With like swooping down and grabbing?
Well, I mean, yeah, because
Were you
how many
allowed to
times would
use
I have
your
had to
arm?
do that to grip different acrobats with my feet
Fair enough. Yes. Okay.
and
go
land
for it.
on tiny little things?
I was thinking like attacking. I'm like, how often were you allowed to attack anything? But yes.
No,
yes.
same idea, just different
More so catching.
different intention.
Mm-hmm.
But that was
Different
a natural
grabbing.
18 plus 2 strength plus proficiency, which is what is proficiency right now? 3?
Yeah.
23.
Okay. So yes, you are able to grab this thing. How much damage does your tongs do?
A d6 plus my strength mod, so not a lot. This is more just stop it
You
from
still
reaching
could
the
kill it if you roll a 6.
Well, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, so we'll find out. Oh no! It's probably
You rolled
a
a
bad
6.
thing! I rolled a 6! And I have a
So
plus
as
2,
you-
so it's an 8.
Yep, who only had 8 hit points. So as you sweep down and grab it, and you like come back up with this thing in your talons, right? You are holding a dead piranha.
Nice.
Oh, thank God it's not something it's not a creature that is thinking and sentient.
No, it is a freshwater pond piranha. We are not thinking too hard about this.
Cool. It's fine. I thought it was gonna be an alligator, so you know what?
Same.
That's way better.
If
I'm
I
like,
see
can I just land on a
Socorro,
fucking crocodile and I'm gonna get eaten too?
This wasn't supposed to be hard. It was supposed to just be mildly irritating, this entire quest. So-
if I see Socorro fly, snatch this piranha and everything as they come back up, I'm gonna try to scoop my way over to where the duck is tangled and try to be like, it's okay, we are here to help you. And then-
Make a sleight of hand to untangle the duck.
All right.
Nice. And because
That's
it
a
doesn't belong to
16.
anybody yet, it can honk all it wants.
Yep.
It's a 16.
You are carefully able to get this duck out, but it does start to try to swim away from you.
Monsieur,
Very
hold on.
scared.
What do I need to do?
Please!
So you can roll Dex to grab the duck, or you can roll animal handling to try to make the duck come back.
You said a dex check? Like do you say acrobatics or dex?
Dex.
Dex, okay.
It's not acrobatics to grab a duck.
No, that's very fair. I think I'm gonna go with dex still, though. That is a 13.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of slip into the water a bit because he's swimming
That's
deeper
okay.
in, but you are able to grab the duck without breaking its neck.
One is curled in like a football, and the other one is in the cage that he's holding up, be like, "This is okay. We got these."
Okay, all right. All of you officially have all your ducks in a row.
I will land beside Maxis, and as I'm flying over, I will grab the piranha from my talon and land beside him. I'm just kind of like,
Maybe this will get us something more?
They seem to sell literally everything here. There was a foot earlier. Would you like to hold one of the ducks, like, to like it as well?
I mean, maybe we should take the other one out of the cage.
Yes, please. That would be good.
I'll take the regular, the uncaged duck because I am not as great with sleight of hand and.
Okay. Like yeah, I'm gonna just be like, it is okay. We are going to let you out, and we'll take you back to your mother. Please do not run from me, Bijou.
Do you speak duck?
No, absolutely not.
However, I will reiterate in bird tweets.
Okay, then the ducks kind of like nervously look at you as they have witnessed you skew a fish. Not knowing that I was trying to kill them. And they look at Maxis being like, you just dove at me. But they stay.
Then he just opens the cage and be like, it is okay. You are free now. We'll take you back to your mother. I don't think you understand me, but that is okay. We'll meet you. We'll get you connected with your siblings. It is all right. It is going to be perfect.
Bird translator, and it's great.
And we start making our way back to the goose.
Okay.
As we're walking, I know that technically I traded a fan to that other woman for a spell scroll. However, as I walk through the camp, do I see any other fans on the way? Any interesting ones? If there happens to be any. I can
roll a D100.
Okay. Give. Thank you. I really do need to make dice for this person. This person, like it's not my own character.
Nice.
That is a 51.
Okay. You don't see any.
Cool. I was gonna try and trade the fish for it.
You know what? Yes, you do. There is one to the blink to the right, because I want to see how you try to trade a fish for a fan.
I don't know.
They are both F words.
Now that Maxis has the other one out of the cage, can I also have the cage?
Of course. Here you go. Takes the cage.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
I don't need it.
I put the fish in the cage, and I close the cage.
You are a
Just
genius.
turned these two into criminals.
You are a genius.
And then I walk to where I see the fan.
I say the fan is amongst like a wall of weapons. It is like a very bright, like red, golden blue, and it seems to be lined in blades.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The goblin looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello! How can I help you?"
Well, I saw that really interesting looking fan up there, and I was wondering if it's for sale or trade.
Oh, everything is for trade. We do not deal with gold too often here in the goblin camps. The only goblins that are going to deal in gold are the goblins that leave the camp and go to the cities because they're boring.
Okay. So I have this thing, and like I was kind of keeping the cage by my side, so I'm like place it down on the ground like I'm going to be reaching in for some sort of like interesting creature, and I want to try and use some of my acting skills here, so this is going to be a performance thing to try and make it seem like I am struggling to get this fish out of the cage because it's moving, and I'm gonna pretend that I accidentally killed it as I pull it out. Like, I've got this really struggling. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh. Well, I had this really cool fish with really sharp teeth, but and it was fine in the cage, but I think I I'm sorry, I hit it too hard on the table.
Roll your form.
Can I help by coming up next to Toro? And just, Madame, I saw that you have this thing. I would absolutely love to trade for it. And just like give the help action that way.
Have we seen a meme?
Does that work?
Let's see what she rolls first.
Okay, I'll roll it normal first.
Bad. I'll let you come and rescue her.
Okay, cool.
Okay. No, come back! Where'd you... Okay, where'd you go?
I'm just reminded of that meme of this girl playing a video game, and there's a rabbit. She's so cute, and then somebody shoots it. She goes, ah!
Oh yeah, it's The Last of Us with the little rabbit. Oh, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. That or the one where it was like a cute animal or something, and they like release it, and they're like, oh look, be free, and then it immediately gets like eaten by a hawk or something, or like grabbed by a hawk. Okay.
Oh god.
It's a 14. He's not my greatest.
Okay, he looks impressed, but horrified that there is a dead skin.
And then she's like, well, you know what, since this, here, you can take the cage too if you'd like. It's great metal, I think. It kept it pretty skinny.
But it's dead. Well,
it's still great food.
I suppose I could make something with its teeth. And he's like, gonna poke it. And
she like reaches over and she like pulls its mouth. She's like, look how sharp the teeth are.
Oh yes, I could make some weapons out of it. Yes,
and
I could.
You have all this metal from the cage. Because I don't need the cage now that this thing's not going to try and get away.
But this is such an ornate fan, and it has jewels in it, and I just don't think it's worth the same amount of money.
If I can draw a crowd with it, maybe people will buy more of your wares.
But it is not. This is a goblin camp. Like, it isn't. You do not draw a crowd at the goblin camp.
I reach behind me, and I pull a couple of my longer flight feathers out. One from each side.
What if I put in some exotic feathers? If I add that to the mix and I place it on the table?
Well, you see... Oh, well...
But I come in at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Just
go for it.
I come in, Madame. I see that you have one of the fish. They have very sharp fangs. I would love to trade for you. Plan on making some. This is your fish.
Well, technically he came first, but he seems pretty hesitant to actually trade with me.
No, not at all, not at all. I was playing hard to get. You see, that is just good business.
Oh, you're really good then. I really thought you were serious.
Yes, you see, family trade. You know, you grow up doing it. But no, sir. Yes, of course. But the feathers and the fish and the cage, I will give you the fan.
Well, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So he's gonna give you the fan. He's gonna pick up the fish, turn to Maxis, and go, Monsieur, you wanted the fish, and he's trying to like mimic Maxis's accent.
I am going to start to walk away like he's not my friend with the fan and do like a few flourishes, but very carefully because these are much sharper than my usual prop.
Monsieur, I do think that the fish is quite interesting. Would you throw in the feathers as well?
Well, what are you offering in exchange?
Well, what would you like to have in exchange? I would absolutely go and find something for you.
Well, you see, I have always wanted a pickled herring.
I will look for a pickled herring for you.
Wonderful. You bring me back a pickled herring and it's all yours.
Absolutely. It is. Will you hold on to it for me?
Absolutely.
He reaches out a hand.
Smelling within an hour.
Reaches out a hand, shakes the hand, is like starts walking away to look for a pickled herring. But once he gets out of like eyesight, he's like, I do not care, and just keeps going.
Yep. And then I'm slightly ahead of Max's. I am now going back towards where we were kind of meeting, which was like right here-ish.
Yep. And I'm like, that was very good.
So as you two get back.
The drunk people?
Yes, so as you guys walk, you see a bunch of puffs of smoke and a bunch of cheering as there's some sort of show going on. And you see a bunch of people stumbling out of another building. Max, as you know, as intoxicated as all get out. Socorro, they're just very, very happy, just like the people at the end of your shows.
Maxis just gets closer to Socorro, and I'm like, hold the duck a little closer. These people might want to take this one as well.
And as you approach your meeting spot, you find a very charcoaled Rue, and Kawana looks like he's gonna fall over, but they both have ducks.
Do you guys mind if we take a break for just a second? I just need to run to the bathroom.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay.
Bathroom break.
Bathroom break.
Cool. I'm actually going to run to the bathroom myself.
It's a usual bathroom break.
Yeah.
Burb.
Ash, what time do you go to work tomorrow? Can't hear you. Your mic's down. Mic's up.
7, so same as always.
Okay. Is that your schedule all the time? Just.
Yeah, it's 7 to 3, and then with an hour drive. So.
Makes sense.
I gotta leave here at like 6. So. But I'm working with Grade tomorrow, so.
You'll both
in
be
theory,
tired together.
there should be significantly less tears.
Yay.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
All right.
Okay. So yes, you all meet up. with Maxis and Takaro, you know, they have a few new things. Koana looks like he's about to fall over, and Rue is looking kind of crispy and wet. And just for shits and giggles,
yay, internet!
Chris is gonna approach all of you, go, "Oh, there you are," and they have an entire bag full of stuff.
I have some questions.
Same. Is everybody okay?
Define okay.
Connor, you look like you're about to fall over.
I feel like I'm going to be sick.
Do you want us to take your duck?
Hands over duck.
I take duck.
Yeah, it takes the duck.
And then promptly sits down on the ground and just like, I can't.
Rue is gonna offer him some water from his water skin.
Takes it. Grateful.
Would you like to stay here for a bit before, like, while we take care of the ducks? I don't think it'd be good to leave them away from their mother for longer.
Are they not at the nest? I thought we were getting.
Are we at the nest?
We're like kind of beside it because we didn't. We reconvened.
Yeah.
In front of the area, so we're not like in the nest, but I think we're kind of in front of it.
We're close to it, right?
Yeah.
Alright. We're going to take the ducks.
I'll be right back.
Tris, would you like to stay with...
Yeah, I'll stay with, wait a minute, I'm gonna see if they know they know you're drunk. They absolutely know you're drunk, because I was in that 20. Yeah, I'm gonna stay with the, ill.
Merci.
Koana snorts at that.
Are you gonna join us, Rue, or do you need a minute?
No. I can bring my duckling back to the goose.
Okay.
Are you, okay with everything?
Someone walks by and goes, "Yeah, Koana!" to Rue.
Looks to Rue. What did you do?
Why did let's bring the ducks.
We just start walking towards.
With the four, we got the 4 ducklings. We start going towards the goose.
Rue's limping a little bit. Like, we're not limping, but walking kind of stiffly.
Do you need something, Rue?
Hold on. And is it alright
I take-
if I help?
Go for it, kiddo.
I take the other duck, so you got a free hand.
And I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level for you. Because he did not consume his slot. So I don't. Alrighty. 24. I wanted to make sure that I got all of your hit points back, because fireball.
Yup. Okay.
Très bien, Skoro. Très bien. That was very good. You've gotten really good at that.
She's had a little bit of practice with me.
Yeah. It'd be great if I could stop needing to do that, though.
And I keep telling you, try.
We'll try to make sure that it is a rare occurrence.
And we are now in the nest.
Yep, got to the nest.
Cool. We are
See
gonna pause you.
Joey Billy
from the floor.
We are gonna pause this group as Triss kneels in front of Koana, or more like squats, and goes, "So, what'd you do?"
drinking contests, and I regret it immensely. What do you have? Your bag is what? What were you doing?
The goblins told a rogue, if you can get it, you can keep it. Everything's in this bag.
You took the wrong group of people.
Cool. Yeah, sure. You didn't have to grab anything edible while you're at it.
I can do you one better. As they reach into the bag, and you can hear some glass clinking, and they pull out a bottle that looks like a health potion. And they go, lesser restoration in a bottle.
He holds out his hand for it.
Some hair of the dog for you.
So they hand that to you, and it does clear up the poison effects.
Excellent.
Still a little loopy, but you're not dying.
And they will start to set out everything, but I'm going to have to put that in a chat because I rolled a nat 20 for their sleight of hand, and they have a plus 10. So literally anything that was worth anything in this camp is now all of yours.
We love
Also,
rogues.
I love that
We
Maxis
love
was
rogues.
the only person to see Socorro just basically bamboozle a goblin kind of by accident.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and sell
Yeah.
the fish, but fish on its own's not good enough, so I'm gonna make it look like it was still alive in the air.
Brilliant. Very nice.
And so, Kawana, if you don't mind, that might have to be an RP chat, because they are going to be very proud of themselves.
Perfect.
But for the other three of you, you take your ducklings back to the goose. All of the ducklings squirm out of your arms and run to their mother. And Joey Billy offers you anything that he has. Because I have gotten messages from a couple of people saying that they are tired and they need to go to bed. We are going to end it here. And we will pick up with you guys taking Joey Billy for all he's worth, going back and meeting a new party member.
Ooh.
I know
You don't say.
where it's going.
Back when I had energy, Katie and I figured out how she wanted to come in. So you will
I
be
only
joining
know
us
that
next week.
because I saw them on call all basically day until the call.
Oh yeah, I
was
bugged him about it
supposed
too.
to
4 hours.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I'm glad she can join.
happen. Alright, that's super great. I'm super glad. This was really
Alright.
fun. It was really neat.
This was
session.
great,
I
Ash.